Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. It's time for a person to stand up against this mythology that's plagued the earth for 2,000 years. Everyone has negative things happen to them, and if there was any kind of power there, the negative things wouldn't happen in the first place. Like the tornado in Washington State. I mean, 3 of them in the state in a year, and then this devastating storm that damaged 400 structures or something comes along, and then some people are affected and others are not. Oh. Watchers. Pussycat, run. It's time to put an end to the mythology of 2,000 years. Hello, person watching. We hear all this about Christmas and how it's supposed to be the time of somebody's birth, and even the believer's Bible doesn't say anything about celebrating the birth of Jesus. Better the end of things, it even says. So what's all this fanfare about a mythical creature coming down and fertilizing a 16-year-old and bringing about a baby? I mean, it's just so ludicrous when you think of it. And other mythologies have the same story about this kind of person coming down. And so we build our whole world around it. Some people like the glitz and beauty of the season and like the lights and out shopping for gifts and things like that. But really, it's all a myth. All a myth. You're all preparing for this big dinner and hoping that white snow comes down and everything like that. I don't even know if it's snowing right now. Let me check the weather here. My radar says unlikely for precipitation is unlikely. So we have that happening. It's 8:02, so I imagine some people have wandered in here. I'm not going to start speaking yet much until we have an audience in here. Let's see. There's one person. Hello, watcher. I just have this video because I'm tired of 2,000 years of mythology and people still believing this crazy, impossible story of a person being born to someone without the usual way. You know, some godlike creature comes down and fertilizes her egg, and she's 16 years old, and a baby's born and out of wedlock. And it's the same story in several versions of this thing. And then people feel that they can get help from this creature. If that creature that is supposed to be in charge of the universe had any power at all, he wouldn't make all these people suffer so much in their life. It's just terrible. And then they'll pray for the suffering to go away. Well, what's the point of the suffering in the first place, you know? Anyway, one person came and went, so that's the end of that. But I just was reflecting, you know, on all this, the big to-do that the stores go through to make money and presents and everything, when you should be able to give someone a gift anytime without any responsibility or time set on it as to when you're supposed to do that. It just didn't make any sense. But other than that, what an atheist says is we do not know. At least we have that much intelligence is what it amounts to say we do not know. Now, the people that just blindly believe and indoctrinate their children and all this stuff is just so wrong on so many levels. It's just lying to your children, just like Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and what's the other one? Easter Bunny. All those myths that man has concocted for his own, I don't know what, entertainment or fantasy or what, you know. I really don't know why this ever got going. And if one myth is wrong, why not just dismiss all the myths that are going on, you know? But I'm going to do a 10-minute video exposing religion for what it really is, falsehood and made up stories for people to believe in and not making any logical sense at all. And every day hearing people pray for this problem, pray for that problem. The problem, you know, if a God was able to get rid of anything on the earth, he would not have any negative things happen to people. Why in the world would there be disease and stuff? Oh. Hi, Tina Marie. I'm just trying this. It wasn't as hard as I thought. How are you? I'm so happy. Is this the premiere day for Mary Poppins, or is it the next day after? I wonder how Mary Poppins Returns did last night. Well, let's see what you missed. I'll have to make this larger so I can read what you said. I missed. Oh, darn it. It's kind of weird here. The right chat is. Oh, there I go. Right chat is not big enough to read, but yes, I think it premiered yesterday on a Wednesday in order to take advantage of the whole Christmas holiday and probably be the biggest blockbuster possibly that ever was. It hasn't got the most perfect reviews. It's in the 70% liked it, 70% of the critics liked it, but there's a lot of talent there. There really is. What else did I tape yesterday or find on YouTube? The guy, James Corden, does something at night, and it's two people from Mary Poppins are singing with him, and they get 22 musicals in 12 minutes. So that's pretty amazing, too. Oh yeah, I have to get it all on YouTube the next day. I get notifications of it on my, what is it called? I get notifications of it on my Facebook, and then that's how I hear it. But oh, I wish I could see the right side of the chats. Let me see. If I go to live chat, it might show up better. Let me see. Okay, I can't. I don't want that much on the right side. I want more on the left side. Maybe if I pull this out. That worked a little better. If I close the window for the, oh, I know what it probably is. My camera window is so large that it won't let me see the comments like I should. But anyway, I welcome you. I'm glad you have you on my first or second live stream. I've tried it before, but I never really was serious about it and thought it was really a lot more difficult to present. But anyway, I have one watcher. It says that, and that's very good. I was just going to give an atheist viewpoint of what we feel. You know, we need proof for things and scientific stuff, and we don't have that. Oh, I wish I could get. Oh, that gets me. I bet if I could decrease the size of my camera, I could also find a way to. No, I don't know. I think I would have to move this over and expand this. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, the first thing I said when everybody came in, I said, there's been belief for 2,000 years in an entity that was supposed to come down and fertilize a 16-year-old girl, and then she gave birth to a son, you know, and it's used in several mythologies besides the Christianity. And I felt that it's kind of this time of the year is when people are deeply engrossed in it, and people are having a lot of problems, and they say, pray for them, pray for them, pray for them. We get it over and over on our Facebooks about them. And if, you know, isn't there any preventable prayer? You know, why is the thing comes upon them and then they don't know what to do about it? Like poor, you know, we know his name. I'm not going to say it, but his brother, you know, all of a sudden can't walk, and he's all depressed about it. He thinks about drinking again where he shouldn't, and how that wrecks the family. You know, it's just terrible. If we didn't have these things on us, it would be a lot better world just excuse me, to live in. So I got up today and I just wanted to give an atheist viewpoint that we don't say there is no God. We're not supposed to say that. We're just going to say there's no evidence of one at this point and not rule it out, you know, as a possibility if that's comes about, that there's scientific evidence for it, you know, someday, but it never has. I did an announcement for this stream too, but like YouTube's been having problems. I don't think, maybe they didn't get it, but gosh, I wish I could see the whole live chat. All messages are visible, not to me. I can't see the bottom part. Darn it. I'll have to find out how to make that show. So you do. See, that's what I get. And then the scientists found out. That's the rest part. Let me see. How do I expand the chat to be able to see it? Maybe there's a way here. No, that's not going to do it. I cannot see the part. There's plenty of space for the camera, and yet I can't pull the chat over. Let me see. It's weird. Are you on? Something is said there, but I can't read the rest of it. I wish there was a little arrow thing that I could pull the chat over and expand it somehow. Hangouts. Oh, I did it through my YouTube site, and then that studio thing, Creative Studio or something, and I moved it over. Let me see. Here's a way to make everything show up, but it won't. It still leaves the edge off. Oh, new window, new tab, history, downloads, bookmark. A zoom might work. Let me see if a zoom works. See, the zoom says 100%. If I pull it a different way, no, I lost that zoom thing now. Let me see. Oklahoma came in with exclamation points. Hi, Oklahoma. I'm having a heck of a time here making this side chat, well, the chat part show up big enough for me to read. It's wonder if I stopped my camera, but no, there's not a place to stop. Not a place to stop the camera part. Anyway, it's good to have. It's a good way to start out and find. If I had help along the way this morning, I'd have been all right. But the topic was a little bit controversial. I heard two people in a chat last night, two or three, go on and on about political stuff, and it made me think that I can go on about religious stuff. You know, yeah, Tina, the screen for the chat is very tiny. It's narrow, where it cuts off the end of everybody's comments. I don't know why, and I can't pull the chat over to see more. I thought there was. Well, it's on my screen, like my whole screen here. Let me see. Yeah, it's not doing it. I'm trying to see what you have to say. I can't even pull your chat over to read it. It's crazy. Oh, your resolution. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, wonder where I have exit full screen is one thing. But then resolution. Okay. I wonder where you find your resolution. Let's see here. This one. Syncing to passwords. Manage people. Close all windows. No, I don't want to do that. Resolution. Oh, maybe it's resolution. Computer settings. Oh, okay. Computer settings. Down to S. Settings. Okay. Accounts, time and gaming, ease of access, magnifier, privacy, update security. Yeah. I never thought I could have this kind of thing. Maybe it's the camera's too big or something. Nope, it's not. Where is the way to bring the chat to a bigger part of the screen? Live streaming latency, preview, start and stop, encoders. Promote your live stream, streaming tips, Hangouts on air with YouTube Live. That might be what I have. Let me see. Control. No, that article wasn't helpful. That's a waste of time. Live control. I wish I could. There are 2 thumbs up and 3 people watching. Reaper, help, help. My live chat on the side is like 2 or 3 inches short of what it should. It's trying to show everything, and I can't get it to show everybody's comments. Tina's in here and Oklahoma's in here, and I can't. I can see you say, "Hey, John," and you have a. I must have known how to make mods because you're modded. We must have done it and did that at least. That's weird. Can't make other mods probably, but let me see. Okay. It's got to have something to do with settings. I can't make the live part big, the live chat part bigger. There's learn more. Let me see what that says. Streaming tips, encoder settings for 360, live stream using iOS, live streaming latency, start and stop, preview, Hangouts on air with YouTube. No, nothing there. That article's not helpful. I can't make. There's only one watching now, so I'm gonna hit the on your and all that stuff. Let me make this tinier and see if I see. I'm trying to pull the right side out to make it bigger, and it won't do it. Let me see. Go to yeah, on your computer, go to, oh, you said look at computer settings panel, I think. But I don't want to change my whole settings. I just want this thing to be bigger. Go to control panel control. Okay. Control panel control panel control. He's got, let's see, Reaper says hit something else. Let me see. Oh, you can hit the mouse and then a little thing comes up for everything. But I can't make that thing go out there further. It's crazy. Yeah, the thing, the camera part's too big. Camera part is too big. And I can't decrease the size. Oh, if I go to the controls of the camera, maybe that's a thing to do. Yes. Control of the camera. Let me see where that is. Camera. Okay. No, it says something went wrong, but I want framing grid, square. Settings. Too big. It's just too large. Oh, see the screen thing or something. Yeah, you can only put one word at a time. That's the only way I just, before I saw more than this. Getting ridiculous. I have to make it larger. Okay, here we go. See your screen. Streaming tips. Using your webcam. Control. Hangouts on air. Promote your live stream. Live stream sounds. Get support. YouTube. Enter that. Oh, listen to the video. It tells about it, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'll get off of here. Thanks. At least I got things rolling. I don't know what the heck is wrong as to why there is this camera shot is so big compared to what it should be. It's ridiculous. Can't get it smaller. Yeah, okay. I'll stop this and try to do some working on the video Reaper too. Listen to that. Okay, thanks for coming in. Let me end.